News now, U.S. officials telling CNN that a major component of the United Nations Security Council resolution in Syria is likely off the table. Let's bring in Chief National Security Correspondent Jim Sciutto. He's with Secretary of State John Kerry in Geneva. Jim, what are you hearing about this UN Security Council resolution?
Well, this would be a major development because this has been the principal disagreement not only here in Geneva between Secretary Kerry and Foreign Minister Lavrov, the use of force, but also between officials in Washington, officials in Moscow, Europe, etc. This has been the sticking point, and from the very start of these talks here in public and in private, that's what Secretary and Kerry have really been coming up against. And when I spoke to a U.S. official early on, they said that these talks have been tough. They haven't been easy. They said, quote, they've been talking straight. They've been making clear their agreements and disagreements, and you and I have covered enough meetings like this to know that that is code for a frank discussion. They're not necessarily throwing chairs at each other, but they're also not necessarily having a meeting of the minds as they're going through these issues. So if the U.S. is willing to back off, including the threat of military force in a UN resolution, that could help grease the works here for an agreement on that first step, which is a plan for Syria's chemical weapons.
Jim, can it be that the threat of force is not mentioned in the resolution, but the U.S. still maintains its current posture and President Obama continues to talk about it? Is it possible that the Russians get their way in the UN Security Council resolution, but the U.S. still has this stick above the head of Bashar al-Assad?
No question. I think you just described where we're headed with this, because the U.S., President Obama, Secretary Kerry, is never going to explicitly take that off the table, and U.S. officials have told me that a number of times here, that the President will never disavow the use of force if he believes it's in the U.S. military interest, but if they can accept it not being on the resolution, the Russians get to say what they want to say, the Americans get to say what they want to say, you might be beginning to see the outlines of an agreement, at least on that issue. But there are many other issues to be worked out, particularly cataloging, collecting, and destroying these weapons, and that, by everyone's estimation here, is really a first step.
All right, Jim Sciutto reporting with the very latest from Geneva, Switzerland.